Good morning, everyone. It's December 15th, 2019. I got a requested topic yesterday on my comment section from Basement Sweeper. Basement Sweeper. Hey, bro, it's been forever. Hope you're well. Would like to see a video on VA, our Second Amendment, and maybe the coming Civil War. Of course, Basement Sweeper, I have covered a lot of these things ad nauseum. As a matter of fact, I have a guy in my comment section of another video talking about how I must be blind, and in a nutshell, I'm just kind of summarizing what he said because I don't cover X, Y, or Z, which I've covered all these things a lot. Which is one of the reasons why I've stopped doing so many videos. You can only cover the same topics, so many times. But I'm obliged to grant the requests because these are topics that should be discussed all the time. So, Virginia, Second Amendment, and Civil War. As I understand it, they have drafted a bill that outlaws Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, firearms instruction, and self-defense training at all. Okay? And since then, a sheriff has replied, and I'm not giving my opinion on what I think about the sheriff or his, what he said he would do. I'm just going to tell you what he's, in a nutshell, what he said. Basically, he was going to deputize thousands of gun owners and declare his county or city a sanctuary county or city. Since then, the governor and other individuals has responded by telling them that they will utilize the National Guard on these particular sanctuary counties. All right. So why would Virginia want to outlaw people training to defend themselves? Why would they want that? And what does that mean to your Second Amendment? Well, here's the deal about the Second Amendment. All right? Just like the rest of the Constitution, in the eyes of our politicians, it is non-existent until they can use the Constitution against somebody else. And then you'll see people like Nancy Pelosi, among others, talking about how X, Y, or Z is against the Constitution, yet every day they wake up to do their jobs, which is destroying us, the people of America. They violate that very Constitution they claim others are violating. How convenient, isn't it? So, here's the deal. Our Second Amendment started being violated a long time ago when they removed the rights of people to own any kind of firearm. We should be able to have a tank in our front yard. We should be able to own, shoulder-mounted guided missiles if we want to, if we can afford them. We should be able to own an aircraft carrier. We should be able to own anything our military and police departments own. They did not put a restriction on the types of weapons that we were allowed to have. And furthermore, they never, ever said anything in the Constitution about criminals having or not having weapons. Now, I bring this up because I cover the justice system quite a bit. And in doing so, I have talked about how 90%, if not more, of the convictions that these police departments and prosecutors get are contrived. They're forced convictions. And you might ask, well, why would somebody plead guilty if they didn't do it? And the answer is very, very simple. To get out of jail. Okay? A lot of times, these prosecutors will come to you and say, hey, if you plead guilty, we won't pursue prison time. We'll put you on a non-supervised probation. And people jump at the offer because if they fight the charges, well, then they spend months and sometimes years sitting in county jail going back and forth to court. So, most of these convictions are really not what they're made out to be. The people, a lot of times, didn't actually do what they were charged with, and therefore should not have lost their gun rights in the first place. There is no Constitution. There is no Second Amendment. And these people in Virginia who want to take your firearms, who want to block your ability to train in mixed martial arts, among other things, they want you weak. They want you compliant. They want you unable to defend yourself. Just like the rest of the gun grabbers. So, my humble opinion is this. The Civil War will not be fought over our guns. All right? If that was going to happen, it would have happened already due to the extremely long list of violations already occurring on our Second Amendment. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be something like the murder of certain individuals, important in the eyes of each side. And when that happens, there will become a rapid increase in tit-for-tat violence from the left to the right and the right to the left. But it's not going to be because the Second Amendment was violated. Notice the militias out there, each time the Second Amendment has been violated, they have stood on the sidelines, mostly silent, and have never taken action where action should have been taken. So, if you have any hope that our Constitution will be restored at some point in time, I would abandon that hope. Because as soon as the United States became a corporation, the Constitution no longer applied to the people. And a whole different kind of law started to apply at that point. And that's just the way it is. We don't have enough people, at least not openly, that want to challenge our government and this left-right paradigm. So the smart thing to do is to let each of those sides destroy themselves, and then come in, sweep up the mess, and forget about the Constitution, because it does not take a piece of paper to declare you are free. And let's be honest, what good has it done? What good has the Constitution done? I would say probably not a whole lot, because there's no one out there willing to uphold it to the letter. Anyway, requested video. There you go. Basement sweeper. I hope everyone has a great day. And remember, as long as a government exists, your rights are in peril, which is why I tell you to kill the state and live free.